Hello, hello, hello. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are. Today is Sunday, December the 14th of the beautiful year 2025. Yeah, the year is going to an end, and we are still in our final event of the year, the PDM December 2025 tournament. Today, we have two matches for you. We are trying to catch up with the upper part of the bracket. Our defending champion and the recent Paldas League winner, Robin, plays in the first round against seed number 16, TONI. And we also have the quarterfinal match between SHUICHI and ROMA. So two matches for you today, guys. And yeah, maybe let me show you the bracket so that we know where we are at this point at the tournament. As mentioned, we are trying to catch up with the upper part of the bracket as the lower part is doing pretty well. We already know the names of the two semi-finalists. The players are AV Geek from the United States of America and Elias from Ecuador, seed number 2 and seed number 3. So the top seeds of these parts of the bracket are in the top 4 of the event. We still have a chance that seat number 1 and 4 will join the semi-finalists from the upper part of the bracket. Shuichi can secure the spot today. Robin needs to win 2 matches to achieve that. He needs to win against Tony today and later against James. Yeah, so this is our, as mentioned, last event of the year. So only few changes can be done as far as the Paldas cycle is concerned. We have, on the left, the players qualified via the major events. They are safe from PDM standings. Shuichi and Sam have enough points to get secured their qualifying spots. And the third spot from PDM standings will go either for James or for 3 players who are still in this tournament, who have not guaranteed the qualified spot. This will be either Elias from the bottom part of the bracket or Tony or Roma from the upper part of the bracket. But to achieve that, the player needs to win the whole tournament. So pretty difficult task, but as you can see in Elias's case, the situation is pretty simple, as Elias is currently the highest rated player from those who have not secured any of the qualifying spots from the criteria mentioned above. So yeah, Elias only fights to get the spot either via PDM or via ELO, but Elias should be safe. The task for James is provisional now, classified from the PDM standings. But if James would be pushed from Elias out of this top 3, then James is in a pretty good situation in terms of ELO, as James is ahead of Gunther. So James definitely, and Dujika as well. So James would get this qualifying spot from ELO. So more or less Elias and James are safe. So this is the last chance either for Tony or for Roma to get this qualification spot. And a quick reminder about the rules of this event. We play level 18 starts only, no line cap. SPS controller and handcam are mandatory for this event, and we play best of 9, so the first to win 5 games wins the match and progresses to the next round. The points, the base points and the tournament strength factor are shown on your screens. And yeah, you can see the points, as I mentioned, 817 points is the points for the winner, so this is more than enough to get this qualification spot secured for one of the athletes who is not qualified yet. But of course, players who are already qualified, like Shuichi, like Robin, like AV Geek, can make the life of the non-qualified players, a little less easier, so to speak, as they can take those points away. So we will see how it goes, and let me present you the first players for today's matches. The players will be Robin and Toni. Robin representing the Netherlands, Toni representing Switzerland. Comp PB for the Dutch player 707 and ELO 1837. For the Swiss player 583 comp PB and ELO 1483. Pretty big difference in terms of ELO ratings. So according to the odds, Robin should be 88% favorite to win the match. For Toni, the odds are only 12%. The first match for Robin, Toni already played around 0 match, won 5-3 against Burek. And you can see the match stats, currently tournament stats, but there's one match, so yeah, equals match stats for Toni. Highest score in this match was 429, and there were some early top outs from both players, so there were some struggles in this match. Let's see if Toni will be able to improve a little bit this part of the game. So guys, 18 UTC on our clock, so let me check if the players are alive and I will bring them to the screen. Oh, and neither of the players is live. That's interesting. Okay, Toni is live. Hello Toni, welcome. Okay, so we have Toni and we don't have Robin. Okay, so you see Toni is warming up and finally Toni ready with his handcam. Congratulations Toni, you've won the award of the handcam setter of the year. Still not sure. Yeah, if you put your hands like you put like now, it's not enough. We can't see your hands, we can see your controller, so this type of a hand cam is not enough. But I hope there will be one day when Toni shows up for the match and there will be no hand cam issues whatsoever. Okay, Robin needs 5 more minutes, so it's within the tolerance. So Toni, you have few additional minutes, either to warm up or maybe readjust the camera. Hello Ivan, welcome to the stream. Waiting for Robin to show up. Robin needs like around 5 more minutes. And then we'll be able to start this first match of the day. And Ivan, I saw that your keyboard cheating is improving, so really curious how the regular play will go for you if you decide not to keyboard cheat in the future. But still 500k is good, and good as a good game when you go for a level 18 starts. It's not the easiest thing to do, so yeah. Okay, Toni, as you can see, is testing the camera angles. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah. I wonder how difficult it would be for you to get CRT and a controller, and a console. Of course, I'm not telling you to buy it and so on, but yeah, just out of curiosity. I don't like bulky things in my room. Okay. Okay, so let me check if Robin is live. Not yet. Yeah, so guys, the year 2025 slowly but surely going to an end. I wonder how many of you have achieved your goals. Of course, party is much more fun, Ivan, but can also be much more. How do you say it? Can I want to use a nice word because nice word doesn't suit for what I want to mention. So yeah, please keep this in mind. I think for PAL version it's easier to piss you off when you are playing. It gives more satisfaction when it's going well, but if it's not going well, you know. Goal was level 30 and roll max out on ace. I got both. Oh, that's cool. Congratulations, Tony, for achieving your goals. Oh, and here we have Robin. Welcome, Robin, to the stream. I hope you can hear us. Yeah, Robin, you are within the 15 minutes tolerance, so all good. You are here. The match will happen. No show. That's the best news. So yeah, good to see you on the stream. And yeah, we can start your match versus Tony. Pretty soon. For myself, about goals, I don't remember setting any, ambitious goals. I wanted to survive this year, so I almost completed the goal. I'm like 17 days shy of achieving this main goal. So yeah, if I achieve this, I think it's a good starting point. And yeah, we'll see. Maybe I can have more ambitious goals for 2026. But yeah, one thing I have to say, I will of course announce it, in a written form in the server. But yeah, due to some personal related stuff, the Paldas Cup will be will be like, I don't know, I wanna say that will be last event I will host, because you can't fully retire from Tetris and you can't fully retire from streaming, so I won't say this will be last forever, but I will take, oh, the proper thing will be I will take a longer break from streaming and organizing Tetris events online. So yeah, I have other things to take care of. So yeah, really hoping that that most of you who have not registered yet will register, and we will be then having a great tournament. And then yeah, after Paldas Cup, I will have to take care of other stuff. And if I'm coming back in 2026, it's yet to be decided. But yeah, prepare that as far as the correct version, correct playstyle is concerned. Yeah, there will be a longer break on this channel. Okay, so the players are ready. I give them the pieces for game number 1. The seat will be 7740 DE, 7740 DE. This will be the seat for game number 1, and as always, dear players, feel free to let me know if you want to go for the increment, and you can have your decision then realized. Increment, says Robin. I predict also increment from Tony, but yeah, let's wait for the confirmation from the Swiss player. Yeah, thanks Ivan, thanks Tony. So, the heroes of the hour, Robin and Tony, are ready for their first game of the match. So, let's start it in a 3, 2, 1, Tetris. $7740 DE is the seat, and we are in game number 1. The winner of this match advances to round 2 of this event and will play against James. James, who can be a very dangerous player, can win against the top players, can lose also against some lower rated players, so it's always a mystery what form James will be while playing the match. And yeah, Robin, as mentioned, is our defending champion, won the previous PDM back in September. There were no PDMs in October and November, as we had paldastetris, but Robin, as the defending champion, seeded number 1 for this event and trying to win a third consecutive paldastetris event on this channel. Tony was seeded 16th, had to play in round 0, played against my compatriot Pyrek and won this match 5-3, but both players had some hiccups in this match, and Tony definitely looking to improve the play today, and let's see if Tony will be able to do so. $192 for Robin, $156 for Tony. Robin with another Tetris, Tony with a very low board, now needs to prepare Tetris readiness. Robin, meanwhile, on a pretty good pace in game number 1, 240 after 54 lines, already 60k ahead of Tony. But both players going strong. 310 for Robin, 251 for Toni. And both players are now having a pretty good phase of this game. Oh, a nice setup for a Tetris by Toni, nicely spotted. 379 for Robin, 322 for Toni, so Robin 55k ahead, so 2.5 Tetrises. Robin still playing cleanly. Oh, but as soon as I said Robin misdropped the L, shouldn't be that big of a deal. Some good pieces shall help. And Robin only a few burns away from solving this situation. Toni with 335, Robin with 411. Yeah, Robin needs to skim a few more lines. A nice T-spin by Robin for 41 at 105 lines. Toni with 367 at 100. And it's good to see Toni playing a long game already in game number 1. Oh, and as soon as I said it, Toni misdropped a few pieces. Oh, and Toni's waiting for a long bar, gets the long bar finally. And Toni needs to work a little bit on the board. Should be fine. Commentator curse in full force, yeah. I'm in a good shape as far as commentator's curse is concerned. That's definitely the case. I think you can never lose the good shape with the commentator's curse. What? Right? 498 meanwhile for Robin, 401 for Toni. Oh, and Toni is very, very high. Toni blocks the well, and Toni can't do anything more. Tops out at 401 660, but this was a very strong start for Toni in game number 1. Robin wins the game, and let's see what will be the final score. Robin tops out at 141 with 535.060. GG's. We had a full game already in game number 1, which was nice to see. Yeah, I hope the players can continue. It's always nice to see some full games. And yeah, 401 for Toni is only like 20k less than the highest tournament score so far. I hope Toni can improve the score, and Robin already with a pretty strong game number 1. The players are ready for game number 2, and the game starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So Robin starts with a Tetris. Toni with a little bit skimming needed. I wouldn't call it a dig because it's full control for Toni. Oh, and now, okay. Oh, and this was not the best way to put the OPs, but Toni is still in this game. Gets a long bar. This allows to lower the board, and a nice long bar spin, a line spin for Toni. So Toni is doing a good job and should be able to take care of this board in order to, come back to a better scoring position. Robin, meanwhile, yeah, with a little bit of a tower in the middle. Not a classic Finnish tower, but every tower in the middle of a board can be annoying. But Robin is doing a very good job. He's slowly but surely regaining full control over the board. And a nice S spin. And one more good piece and Robin should be fine. And it looks like Robin is fine with the board. 169, Toni meanwhile with 69. So Toni already 100k behind. A pretty suffer start for our Swiss competitor. Robin doing a good job here in this game. Number 2. 217 for Robin, 78 for Toni. Robin a little bit higher with the board, needs to skim few lines and does so. Toni 107, Robin 250. And Toni would like to see a long bar soon. This is looking very dangerous for Toni. Toni gets the long bar over, so it's still in this game, but this board is not the best one in the world. But it's a manageable board. Nice flat horizontal scheme for Toni. Rook would be proud of you, Toni, by spotting this. So we have 301 for Robin and 144 for Toni. And maybe not the best pace in the world, but Toni's still in this game, trying to survive as long as possible. 348 for Robin, 150 for Toni. Well, 374 for Robin, 161 for Toni. So Robin already with over 200k advantage. And 30 lines to go before transition, so yeah, already a very difficult situation for our Swiss competitor. For 45 Robin, 235 for Toni. And we are approaching the transition very, very soon, so this might be a back-to-back 500k for Robin in this match. And here it is. Toni fighting for a 300 plus score. Yeah, after this suffer start, it's good that Toni is trying to bring another game to transition. Robin transitions with 540. And already missed drops, but this missed drop... Oh, but this was, I'm afraid, too much. And Robin tops out at 133 lines with 541.682. So a pretty consistent start by Robin. 535 in game number 1, 541 in game number 2. Toni 542, just to be official, is your target. But it looks like this will be it. Toni tops out at 315.680. Don't expect to see a good 19 Malen. I didn't warm up. Maybe by the end of the match, Robin, you will be warm up. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so I update the match score because it's 2-0 for Robin. And the players are ready, so game number 3 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Been already in, maybe I need to refresh Toni a little bit. Yeah. . Hello, Mijo. Welcome. Yeah, so Robin, one more good beginning of the game. So it looks like no warm-up strats for Robin means tolerable pace on 18. 139 already. Tony with 115. Yeah, this time Tony with a way better start. $168 for Robin, $147 for Tony. Tony is now working to lower the board, and this is a very nice dirty Tetris. No, not Tetris for Tony. 192 for Robin, 194 for Tony. So we are neck and neck right now, and Robin needs to work on the board a little bit because those few misdrops can be a little bit annoying. Okay, so Robin should be fine. A long bar would be a perfect piece, and Robin gets it. Oh, a nice Korean thing by Robin, nicely spotted. 209 Robin, 263 for Tony, so this time Tony in the lead. Good to see that Tony can get a pace as well. $332 for Tony, $235 for Robin. So Tony now 100k ahead. So Tony took the opportunity, and Tony is ahead. Robin now needs to find a way how to reduce the deficit. Tony with 358, Robin with 261. Still 50 lines to go before transition. Oh, and Robin with a very high tower in the middle. Okay, and Robin would like to see a long bar very, very soon, but doesn't get the long bars, gets some very bad pieces, and now, oh, so many Z pieces when you don't need them, and this looks like a top out for Robin, and we have a top out at 267,963, which means Tony is good. Tony takes this game, and it's 2-1. Yeah, so Tony, you are safe. This top out doesn't matter for you in terms of winning the game. 2-1 for Robin. Okay, so Robin is ready for game number 4. As soon as Tony will be ready, we'll start the 4th game of this match, and Tony is ready. So can Tony win another game to force a 2-2? Let's find out. The game starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. And guys, while the players are in their early phase of game number 4 with some similar paces going for a moment, let me remind you that this tournament has a Macho prize pool. We are currently at $10.01. If you want to make the prize pool bigger, feel free to click on the link in the chat and donate some money to the prize pool. Every donation will be appreciated. Oh, Robin now with a little bit of a tower. Okay, is able to bring some of those down. Well, now Tony in a lot of trouble. And Tony, I'm afraid, can't do anything more, and Tony tops out at 174.420, which means Robin is good. Robin takes the game, and there is no 2-2-2, unfortunately. It's 3-1. And hello, Condensed Arin, welcome in the chat for the first time. And Robin's final score 207.872. And the players are ready. The next game is game number 5, and it starts in a 3, 2, 1 Tetris. And hello Nitzrek, welcome in the chat. Oh, Tony, this looks a little bit dangerous, but yeah, gets a long bar, lowers the board. 117 for Robin, 196 for Tony. These are the scores right now. $187 for Robin, or 12 for Tony at the moment. Both players trying to maximize the scores on their boards, but now Tony still needs to regain like the full control over the board. $258 for Robin and 166 for Tony. So Tony around 90k behind, so over 4 Tetrises behind right now. Oh, and Robin very high right now. 324 is the score. And can Robin survive the board? No, Robin can't survive the board. And 372, 400 is the top out. So, Tony, you have a chase down. 373 is your target. 373 is your target, Tony. Still have enough lines to do it without taking too many risks. Of course, Tetrises are needed. So let's see how Tony deals with this chase down. 374 is the target. When Tony creates a long bar dependency on the left. Okay, and would like to see a long bar right now. Oh, 297. Yes, Ivan. Perfect timing of my commentary, right? So, 301 for Tony. 3 Tetrises and few skimmed lines. This is the goal for Tony. And where are the long bars? Come on. Oh no! This goes to the left. And where is the long bar for Tony? Oh my, what a drought it was. That was so unfortunate. 309, 320 top out. And Robin takes the game, leads 4-1. And this was so unfortunate for our Swiss player. Yeah, commiserations, Tony. The sequence you got after the top out of Robin was not my favorite, to be honest. Okay, so yeah, bye Ivan. Have a nice one, and yeah, see you next time. So, Robin 4, Tony 1, Robin only one game away from advancing to the next round. Tony now needs to win 4 games in a row, can't lose any more. The players are ready. Game number 6 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Oh, and this is looking difficult for Tony right now. This is looking very difficult, and Tony can't do anything more. Tony tops out 73,720 points is the top out, which means Robin is good. Robin takes the game and a match 5-1. But Robin, as always, if you wanna play this game out, feel free to do so. Your privilege as a match winner to have a victory run, victory lap. And yeah, commiserations, Tony. You had some good games, that's for sure. And yeah, the ending of the last one, the second to last one, was kind of unfortunate. Yeah, and this last one didn't go your way. But yeah, I hope you can play in the Paldastetris Cup. Would be cool having you there. So yeah, thank you very much for participating in this event, and yeah, I hope you had fun. And would be cool seeing you playing in the main event as well. Robin already registered for this event. Our top 2 in the world already registered as well, so Mörke and Tugi will be back. Yeah, but I'm really looking forward to see more of you there. And hello Purek, welcome in the chat. Michu predicting 600k for Robin in this game. So let's see how good Michu's prediction will be. Burek predicts 700k, okay. Who can give more? Who can give more? You know that level 18 is not needed to, you know, to achieve good scores. Mörke achieved 1.4 with 0 points on level 18, so you know. Yeah, TONI is the. I remember the Paldas League. TONI got 2 players, 700k against. So yeah, TONI has an experience to to get 700k. What's better to be, you know, 700k twice? It's better is to be 700k 3 times, right? Okay, so this is definitely a 600k transition pace, so Michu's prediction should be true. And here it is. Tony, Robin can still get 2 Tetrises. One is here, and one more Tetris possible before transition, so 650 plus transition possible for Robin, but Robin decides to skim into transition with 640. Oh, and this is a difficult board. Some bad pieces, unfortunately, and Robin tops out with 642, 720, but a nice way to score. Nice victory. Victory run, victory lap, and here is your match winner, Robin, who advances to the quarterfinal and will play there against James. And yeah, this will be an interesting match as both players, Robin and James, played against each other. What is this? Darts? Ah, okay. Some darts for Robin right now. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so the players, Robin and James, they played against each other in the Paldas League, and the match was won by James. So now, Robin looking for a revenge. Okay, so here's seriously Robin celebrating with the darts. And here are your match stats after 6 games. Yeah, 642, the highest score of the match, the one we saw like a few seconds ago. And Robin advances to the next round, which is Robin Hood, but with darts, not arrows. You know, darts are kind of like, you know, small arrows in a shape, you know. So maybe some similarities there. So yeah, here are your match stats, guys, and worth to mention that TONI had a pretty good match. Definitely better stats in terms of losing scores and losing lines than in the previous match, so step forward in this regard. And yeah, Robin, GG's on beating your dad at darts. This is a good achievement. Yes, so the bracket. Robin advances to the quarterfinals and will be playing against James. He has mentioned the players played against each other in the PAL-DAS League, and James won that match. So now time for Robin to get a revenge, or can James win another battle? We will see. We'll try to schedule this match as soon as possible. Yeah, still my goal is to finish the whole tournament before Christmas. We still have some days to do so, so I am really hoping for a cooperation from the players. And yeah, let's finish the tournament before Christmas. The next match, Shuichi and Roma. The match starts in 13 minutes. So I think, guys, we have some time, so we will take a little bit of a break. And yeah, we'll be back then for our second match of the day. I think like 8 minutes break will be good. So yeah, if you wanna get something to drink, something to eat, that's the perfect time to do so. And we'll be back at the other side of the break. See you then. Okay, so we are back after the break for our second match of the day, and this match will be SHUICHI representing Germany, seat number 4, and ROMA representing Russia, seat number 12. For those of you who might not be familiar with the name ROMA, this is the player who played in the recent tournament as Zhuravlyov, but yeah, from now on playing under ROMA. So we will see how both players go. SHUICHI won round 1 against Michu 5-2, got a 601 as the highest score of the match, but had 2 early top outs, as you can see in those games, lost to Michu. So maybe not the most consistent performance, but yeah, pretty good win for SHUICHI 5-2. ROMA, on the other hand, took advantage of the no-show from Le, so this will be effectively the first match for our Russian player. So, one more thing to add, we have SHUICHI with a current ELO of 1755, ROMA with 1507, so over 200 points, almost 250 points difference in the ELO ratings. This means that SHUICHI is 81 to 19% favorite to win the match. SHUICHI, one of the 11 players to cross 700k in comp. ROMA with the highest score of 558 so far. And yeah, quick reminder about the rules of this event. We play level 18 starts only, no line cap, SPS controller and handcam are mandatory. We play best of 9, so the first to win 5 games wins the match and advances to the next round. Players play for the points for the PDM standings. They both are in the quarterfinals in the moment, so both are guaranteed 81.75 points, and the winner will be guaranteed at least 163 with a chance to get more. SHUICHI is already qualified, so ROMA is the player who can still get this qualification spot, but needs to beat SHUICHI today. And guys, give me a second, I will be back just in a second. I need to get something warmer from clothing. It's kind of cold here, so give me a second, I'll be back. Okay, I'm back, and yeah, the next match shall start shortly, so let me check if the players are alive. And it looks like they are alive, so I'll bring them to our screens. And here they are, our heroes of the hour. SHUICHI representing Germany, ROMA representing Russia, not Italy. ROMA as the as you know, the Italian name of the capital city of Italy. So yeah, and it's not the case today. Yeah, so SHUICHI, ROMA, feel free to let me know if you wanna go for the increment, or if you wanna have a reroll. This is the last tournament when you have the choice from the PAL DAS Cup. from the Paldas Cup. There will be only rerolling, so if you want to play the increment, as mentioned, this is your final tournament when you can do that. So feel free to let me know in the chat, and then we can start with your match. Okay, so SHUICHI is good for the increment. Roma, please let us know in the chat what's your preference, and here is your seed for game number 1. This will be 34 ED5F, 34 ED5F. Okay, I will just refresh the players just in case. Don't understand. Don't understand or increment? Okay, so Roma is good for the increment, and SHUICHI is saying good luck, have fun. I have some problems with my keyboard. Not sure what's going on today. Can't type on my keyboard. Okay, it looks like it should be fine. Okay, so it looks like SHUICHI and Roma, sorry guys for that. It looks like both players, SHUICHI and Roma, are ready for their game number 1, and the game starts in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So Roma is in, SHUICHI is in as well. And this is our quarterfinal match. We are in the upper part of the bracket. The winner of this match will play in the semifinal against the winner of the match between Robin and James. So we are not an easy opponent it will be in the semifinal. But you know, this is the top 4. Semifinal is the top 4 of the event. So I wouldn't expect an easy opponent in this phase of the event. So SHUICHI already with a 600k in this tournament. This is the first match for Roma, so the highest score of this event will be the highest score of the tournament as well for our Russian player. Okay, and Roma is doing a good job by bringing the board down 33,000 Shuichi already with 149, so Shuichi took advantage of the situation and was able to build a very nice lead of about 100,000 as for now. And Roma trying to get a Tetris and got a Tetris. That was a very nice one. And we have 240 sorry, for Shuichi and 130 for Roma. So Shuichi still on a very good pace. Oh, okay, Shuichi with some nice play. 70 lines in, 334 already for the German player. .405 after 85 lines. This is a really good score by Shuichi. Roma with 212. So Shuichi on a monster pace right now. But now with a long bar dependency is Shuichi, and this, okay, this might have been a challenging situation, but Shuichi got all the perfect pieces. And gets a long bar for a nice Tetris. 459 for Shuichi after 104, so a little bit of a slowdown it was, but still a massive lead over 200k over Roma. Roma trying to survive this game, and let's see how it goes. Shuichi at 500k after 114 lines, so Shuichi can go perfect. There might be a 600k transition, but if not, Shuichi of course can get the remaining points for 600k after transition. So yeah, let's see how it goes. We've got Roma with 260, Shuichi with 532 right now. So it looks like this might be a double transition game. And Shuichi a little bit of a slowdown, but is center well ready. Gets the long bar for a Tetris, one more Tetris possible, so this will be around 580 transition for Shuichi if the long bar appears. And here it is, the long bar for Shuichi, 580 transition, 315 meanwhile for Roma. And Roma trying to stay alive on 19. Shuichi only a few thousand points away from getting the first 600k of the match. And Roma on with problems on level 20. Shuichi also with some problems on level 20, but very strong start for Shuichi with 593, 551. And Roma with 321, 840. So a massive advantage for Shuichi already in game number 1, and Shuichi is in the lead 1-0. GG's. Don't expect too much from 19 today, okay? So we only go for some perfect paces. Some perfect paces, right? Yeah, on 18 and no 19 today. Okay, so it looks like the players are ready, and the game number 2 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So Shuichi starts with 68,000, Roma with 34. And Roma already in a little bit of a high situation, but gets all the pieces required. And Roma already very high. This is a pretty difficult situation. Roma can't do anything more. Roma tops out after 44 lines with a score of 63,080, which means Shuichi is good. Shuichi takes the game and leads 2-0 to Shuichi once again on a very good pace. I'm not sure if we want Shuichi to play this game out. I don't know. Do we want Shuichi to play this game out? No, Shuichi doesn't want to, so the problem solved. 307, 443 is the score for Shuichi, and it's 2-0. I mean, I would like to, but okay. Yeah, no, let's be real. If you like at 60 lines or something, maybe not. We don't want your opponent to wait that long to start the next game, right? And the players are ready, so game number 3 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. F6, ED5, F. And we are in game number 3. Shuichi leading 2-0. And Roma tops out. Oh no! What happened? 4,180 points. Oh, that was so unfortunate. Sorry guys, I totally missed it. And Shuichi is good. Shuichi leads 3-0. $69,932. Oh, the unfortunate misdrop, and yeah, it's 3-0. So Roma in a pretty tough situation right now. So let's see if he can come back after After these two early top outs, the players are ready, so game number 4 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So, game number 4 underway, and Roma already a little bit high. And Roma still fighting with this board. It's not the easiest situation to be in. Roma is trying to survive it. And Roma can't do anything more. Another early top out, 26,600 points. This means SHUICHI is good, and SHUICHI leads 4-0. SHUICHI only one game away from advancing to the next round. "45 lines and 212,431 is the score for the German player. Is only one game away, so Roma now in a very difficult situation. First, Roma needs to get rid of those early top outs and then needs to win 5 games in a row. Will it be possible? Let's find out. Game number 5 starts in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So SHUICHI starts with 30,031 for Roma. One nice T-spin by SHUICHI. $98 for SHUICHI, 101 for Roma. SHUICHI with another Tetris. And SHUICHI now getting a little bit high. But gets a long bar, lowers the board. Okay, Roma is staying alive in this game. And another Tetris for Roma. 140 for Roma, 157 for SHUICHI. A nice spin Shuichi. And the Tetris, one of the ground. 205 for Shuichi, 208 for Roma, but Roma is 4 lines ahead, so yeah, pace lead by Shuichi, but both players trying to play as effectively as possible. Another Tetris for Shuichi. $254 Shuichi, $234 for Roma. $345 for Shuichi, $269 for Roma. We still have around 40 lines to go before transition to level 19. And Roma trying to do his best in order to give himself a chance. On the other hand, Shuichi seems to have this game under control with a nice advantage. Doesn't go for any risky stuff. Shuichi doesn't need like 700k to win this game, so looks like if Shuichi doesn't do anything stupid, Roma will need some extensive 19 play to take this game. So let's see what happens. 25 lines to go before transition to level 19. 3444 Shuichi, 386 for Roma. And Shuichi surpasses 500k for the second time in this match. $532 for Shuichi, $437 for Roma. And Roma transitions with 485, so a very nice, decent game by the Russian player, but Shuichi 580 transition, so Shuichi a lot of points ahead, and now Roma needs to stay alive as long as possible, but this board is falling apart and Roma can't do anything more. Roma tops out at 488, 980, which is the best game for the Russian player in this match. GG's for that. But unfortunately it was not enough to get a win over Shuichi today. And yeah, Shuichi plays this game out, but can't get a 600k unfortunately. 592 for 7-1. And it's a 5-0 win for Shuichi. And Hannah, welcome in the chat. Yeah, this is not maybe for PAL mode, but it's for Christmas that is coming soon. So this is one tournament in a year when I have a different music. So here is Shuichi, your match winner, a player who advances to the semi-final and will play against either Robin or James. So we'll play against the player who he played in this, the Division 1 of the recent PAL League, so someone Shuichi knows. And let me show you the match stats. 5-0 win in a sweep for Shuichi, 593. This is the highest score from game number 1. Game number 5 was 592, so Shuichi opened the match with almost 600k and closed the match with almost 600k. And yeah, Shuichi is in the top 4 of this event. So, from the players who have not qualified yet for the event, only 2 are left in the tournament who can still get their qualification spot. One of them is like semi-qualified. It's James, but let me show you this on your screens just in a second as I report this match. Yeah, so Roma, thank you very much for playing in this event. Feel free to register, and SHUICHI as well, for the upcoming PAL-DAS Cup, our main event. As I said during the first match of the day, this will be my last match, my last tournament as a streamer organizer for a longer time, because yeah, I will take a longer break. Can't tell how long the break will be. I'm not going, forever. You can't fully retire from Tetris, so I'm not saying these kind of words, but yeah, there will be a longer time. Will be not organizing anything here on this channel. So yeah, I would like to see all of you who played in the recent tournaments to be there during the PAL-DAS Cup. So feel free to register for this event. And the bracket. The bracket is here. So seeds 4, 3, and 2 already in the top 4, and now Robin needs to win against James to have all top 4 seeds in the semis. So we'll see how it goes. Guys, keep in mind that James won the match against Robin in the PAL-DAS League, so it's not, fully decided who will be in the top 4. Yeah, so this is what we prepared for you today. I will report the match also for ELO, and SHUICHI gains some points. So here are the ELO standings, not fully updated, 1763, and here it is. So SHUICHI stays as world number 8 with a 1763, so SHUICHI trying to regain some ELO after not the best PAL-DAS League. And yeah, SHUICHI another semi-final, so another good performance in the PDM events. It looks like the format of the PDM events is kind of the best one for SHUICHI. The only tournament SHUICHI played in all six PAL-DAS PDMs, and the only time SHUICHI did not qualify for the semi-final was September. So SHUICHI was in the final in January and June and had semis in February, May. Only September was the tournament SHUICHI was not in the semis, lost in the quarterfinals. So yeah, it looks like a very good tournament for the tournament format for the German player, quite opposite to the league formats. Yeah, so guys, here are your ELO standings, and we'll go offline. We'll be back somewhere next week because the next match that has to be played is the match between Robin and James. Of course, we can play AV Geek and Elias as well. But yeah, I would like to play the semis and the final close to each other if possible. Of course, I will do it according to the availability of the players, so don't worry about it. And yeah, maybe we can switch to some wrong version of Tetris, to a very wrong version of Tetris, and a very wrong playstyle. And I see one player with a very wrong very wrong controller, I wanted to say, but keyboard is not a controller. So yeah, you have C tap, so wrong version, wrong playstyle, and one keyboard cheater at least playing there. So yeah, let's see how the players are doing there, and yeah, we'll be back somewhere next week for with the continuation of this tournament, but we are done for today. So thank you very much for watching and see you next time. Bye bye.